We hired Tyson back.
No, we didn't.
No. He's just having to use our lift over here. He can only afford 33s, so he's having to drop his truck down to make it look proportionate.
It's too big.
This is how we got here.
Yeah.
Moped.
This
It
is-
blew up though on the way.
Yeah, this is,
I put a Pennzoil and a aftermarket oil filter on it. Now I'm out here competing with like Bugattis and like 1600 horsepower Corvettes.
scoot.
Yeah, I just.
1951 Dodge Power Wagon. Haven't shown you guys this one, but we've been working on this truck for a little bit. Like I said, 51 Power Wagon, 04 chassis, I think. 04 chassis.
Race mower.
Yeah, I think the mower just rolled up. Got some big old 40s on there.
Dude, these things are massive.
Yeah, good chunk.
Those are huge.
Common rail, 5.9. It's 369 Smedding turbo on there. 3-piece manifold by Smedding as well. But this engine, we fully stripped down. This was probably the worst engine we have ever seen here at Brown Bros, which I don't know, might or might not. Well, we haven't actually opened my engine, but I mean, push rods were all destroyed. The cam had a chunk taken out of it. The crank had a little bit of scoring on there. Cylinder walls had some scoring. Piston rings blown out. Pistons, not terrible.
But it came to us as a running, working.
Yes, and that's kind of the big thing is when a customer will bring us an engine for a build, they say, hey, it runs great. I'm like, guys, we're already here. Like, the engine is going to come out of the frame when we get it sandblasted or whatnot. Let's just go through it. It had ARP 2000 head studs, and that's just a no-go for any of our builds. We always go with the 625s. It's just peace of mind. We know it's going to hold the power. It's tried and true. So anyways, stripped it down, sent the block and the head off.
Tell me about these guys here.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. But actually, let me see if I can pull the valve cover off. I mean, we did the works. Big push rods, stock rebuild on the bottom end. These things hold plenty of power. But valve springs, rocker bridges. It's got the fleece billet rocker bridges on there. Big, nice push rods from Hamilton. It's got a Hamilton 188 220 cam in it. Pretty much the largest drop-in cam. Checked all of our piston protrusion, but this engine is ready to go, built to last. Should make some pretty good power. Paired behind it is a G56 with a Valair twin disc ceramic quiet clutch. But the big thing I really wanted to talk about is this coilover conversion for the third gens. This is offered by Fast Motorsports. They got this whipped up for us. They built this bracket for it. It's a 2-part bracket, and it allows you to build a whole coilover conversion on it. It
so sick.
does look like you can make this work for a second gen. Everything lines up, so I don't see why you can't, because we have a second gen chassis right there. But this came in, we had to get it thrown on the truck. We're still waiting on our Fast Motorsports radius arms, traction bars, rear shocks. They spec'd out the entire suspension for this truck. So
Sick.
Fast Fuel Systems does not only offer the protection for your fuel and engine, but Fast Motorsports does all the super sweet fabrication on suspension parts. Yellow. I don't think so. So if you guys are in the market for any Dodge suspension upgrades, they also, I believe, do Power Stroke Illumi-Duty stuff. Go to fastmotorsports.com. You can't beat their prices for the quality that they have, but this truck is going to look sweet. Obviously got our Fast Titanium Signature Series 165 on there. Working on the interior a little bit. Did a bunch of work to the floors, did some sound deadening. You can see our short shifter on our G56 kind of give us a little more room in this cab. But it's coming along. It's not bad. It's got
Pretty sweet.
drive shafts are hooked up and everything. And then I guess over here we got our, I think it's a 76 F350 crew cab truck with a 6.7 common rail that we've been working on. The radiator intercooler are pulled out of it right now, but we did our own custom charge pipes for that. Smedding, S366, 3-piece manifold, you know the deal.
Do you have our clamps that we put on here?
Yeah, I do. They're in here actually. Super sweet VJM clamp. Doohickeys. So it's just a nice little touch on all of our builds. You guys have seen these on Roadrunner. We had a runner adapter, but this is kind of a setup right here. Front mount air-to-air intercooler sits right here. There's our bracketry.
That's slick.
But yeah, just trying to fit intercooler, radiator, AC condenser, all in this space with fans. It gets a little tight, but I mean, that's our job. We'll figure it out. So yeah, again, super pumped about this build. It's awesome. Another G56 truck. It's got all the bells and whistles.
Dude, I dig the
and then-
coolant bypass line on this.
Yeah. Yeah, this one.
That's a slick touch.
It's all dirty and dusty
Braided.
right now, but that's that. Got another 5.9 common rail build going on here. This is for Minty, the, I don't know what year it is,
74?
74 Ford F700.
73. I think it's 73.
It's an earlier 70s F700 crew cab. That one is sitting out front. That one's sweet, but we finally got the engine block back from this one, which actually brings me to my truck, or I guess our shop, Viking.
Whoa! Oh.
There it is, guys. Doesn't get much better than this. Bam.
What? This will decimate all after you put about 15 grand in it or more.
Got my wheels repoed. Brown Bros is just a facade. We're out of money. We just recycle wheels. We just put them on different vehicles.
Looks so sad.
Yeah, I know. So I've been having the guys go through and shave the firewall, patch up all the holes and make it not look like Swiss cheese. Just trying to get some of the process going. Interior's already stripped out, steering column's out. It's time to make this nice like our other builds. So it's gonna take a little bit of time and money to get it going. But we'll be doing our cab mounts this week after we finish up the firewall, and then we can do our steering column in it. That'll be huge, and then we can worry about coating the frame and then building the engine, and then things will kind of start coming together, which actually we can
Can we show them some fun parts?
go look at some parts.
Whose engine is that in the back?
That is for the Hudson. What year is that crew cab Power Wagon? 67. Yeah. 67. So we have this 12 valve Hudson built for a 67 crew cab Power Wagon. Super cool truck. Went through it. Head studs, got all the work. New built P-pump by Diesel Auto Power. Got that done there. Smedding manifold per usual. It's got our own, we do need to talk about these, but these are our own high mount oil feed and oil drain line kit that we will be offering soon. We'll talk about that later, but I feel like a lot of people don't offer the high mount oil feed and drain
A lot of people
kits.
don't know they can fit a high mount in a second gen.
Yeah,
Or third gen.
the high mounts are the move, and then they also come with these nice heat shields that are just amazing.
Clean.
But anyways, own custom engine mounts to make this thing fit because it is sitting. The chassis we used is an Alumaduty chassis, 2019.
Yeah.
2019 F250 four-wheel drive chassis. So it means we'll have to do a little modifications, and that brings us to this part right here. This is Diesel Conversion Specialties AC high mount kit. So this moves your AC compressor up here rather than down here. So when you got tight frame rails, and then you use a Chevy one-wire alternator.
This is for a 24 valve, but you get the picture.
Yeah. So for you non-Cummins guys, this is where this would sit.
Aftermarket oil filter on it, high performance.
Anyways, so that's junk.
Fans.
Build aluminum, super nice build quality. Moves your tensioner right here too. Comes with that bracket. It's just a nice little setup.
One wire alternator.
Yep, a lot of Keating billet parts. Love that. Flow dampener is a must.
Dude,
But
this
yeah.
paint looks sick.
Oh yeah, again, that brings us, this is Poppy's Patina, their new 2K high temp, I'd call it engine paint, but it's whatever you want to use your high temp stuff for, calipers and firewalls and really whatever. But it's super chemical, harsh chemical resistant, which is huge for us because lots of brake clean gets used and most high temps don't really work. But that it's got a forever pot life on it, so if you don't use the full can of that stuff, as long as you turn it upside down and clear it out, it doesn't ever go bad. But it lays on super thick. I mean, almost a mirror finish. This thing is super dusty, but I mean, you can see your reflection in there.
It looks like it's powder coated.
Yeah.
Like, it looks thick.
Yeah, we're never using another high temp paint again other than Poppy's Patina. That stuff is just perfect. Anyways,
That looks good.
let's go look at some General Lee parts. Alrighty guys, we have quite the pile. Building up for the General Lee. I figured I'd probably go through, talk about a few of the parts that we're going to be putting on the truck and some of the sponsors that we're working with that make it possible for us to make the power that we're going for. Anyways,
This looks like daddy's money.
first thing I want to talk about are, we have 3 clutches here. None of these are for the General Lee. The General Lee's clutch is back there. But really just wanted to give a big shout out to Dan at Valair. If you guys are looking for any sort of performance clutch that's going to hold the power, Valair is the go-to. You can't beat their prices. Their quality is so good. We used to use South Bend a while ago, but we switched over to Valair. I think they feel better. They're not near as stiff as the South Bend. They do offer their organic and ceramic clutches along with their quiet clutches. So Valair hooked us up with a twin disc ceramic quiet clutch. That's like their top of the line. So super pumped. We were running an organic dual disc in that truck, but now we'll be upgrading to a ceramic.
Is that this one here?
It's this one right here. Yeah, it's their ceramic quiet for the NV5600. So huge shout out to them. They're helping us out, allowing us to make some power because that organic clutch started to slip a little bit, and we're gonna be making a little more power this go around. Another huge shout out to SEMA Truck Parts. They sponsored the truck with a full PAI rebuild kit for the engine. So if you guys need anything, PAI is our go-to for all of our engine rebuilds, but you guys go check out SEMA Truck Parts. So that is awesome. Of course, we can't forget old Fast Fuel System. They sent us out a 250 GPH, which is going to give us way more fuel than what we need.
No
but
more 165?
No more 165. My 165 is great. Like, I wasn't going to change anything. But they said, hey, you need a no-drop titanium series kit. This is their top of the line. Nice fittings. I mean, this is the creme de la creme right here. Big old monster pump. So that is freaking awesome. We are super pumped with them. And like always, we use Fast on everything, and they stand behind us 100% in everything we do. So we can't thank them enough for what they've done for us and our company. Got old Steed Speed here. Not a sponsorship on that one. That just shelled out the cash and just you gotta have it. Need that one-to-one drive
Ripped out
pressure.
the plastic.
Yeah, we got our cam here. This is a 192 215 cam. I think this is by Max Spool. Interested to try that. Which you're thinking, oh, you know.
Gotta put the pig in there. That.
Yeah. Oh, why do you need such a big cam? You know, what's the dealio there? Well, let me tell you.
Uh-oh.
Not one,
There's another.
but two.
There's two.
We're
going compounds?
We're going compounds. So we
Oh
got
my
a
goodness.
464 over a 480. So we're gonna be making some jam. Let me pull this
Get
back
that thing
here.
out. Oh my
T6
goodness.
flange. That thing
That is huge.
is a unit. Yeah. Yep. So these turbos are done. Again, another huge shout out to Diesel Auto Power. We've been using them for a couple years now for all of our second gen fueling parts. But they said, hey, why don't you try out our turbos? We think you'll really like them. And they also helped us out big time on a lot of their products. Quadzilla. This is their
You getting a new tuner? What is
no.
that?
This is their sneak tap. So this goes on top of the VP, and this allows you to tap it.
Dude, that looks sick.
You know, it's just a nice little part. Quadzilla is awesome. Diesel Auto Power, just amazing. So they are hooking it up on all of our fueling. So custom injectors, they're making those. We got their big fuel lines and tubes in here. We're also running their 3/4 push rods, I think is what they are. So, I mean, those companies are awesome. They're really making stuff happen. We also got
What's that?
King Speed. This is just a timing cover. We've had this kind of laying around. This was the first part I think we had for the truck.
Oh, slick.
Got our Keating T6 flange because we're making our own compound kit. I said 464 over a 480, but we have so much room in that engine bay. I think we're gonna do a little custom side-by-side kit, you know, really utilize that
Something
engine
special.
bay. Yeah, also Diesel Auto Power, XL studs for the turbo. Always need those. I got our 40 millimeter wastegate because we're going at external wastegate on this truck, which means
Nice.
we'll be TIG welding on our Steed Speed. So this is a Turbo Smart gate. Super excited for that one. Truck's getting rewired. So we got our painless wiring harness kit. This will control all of our lights, gauges, power accessories, starter, things like that. And that brings me to our other point is our engine management system. We ripped out all the old second gen harness, which you guys saw in the last video, which means we're working with DCS, Diesel Conversion Specialties. They rule the game in Cummins swap products, and one of the big products we use is their second gen standalone engine harness, their early 24 valve. So that goes straight into the stock computer. It does have an OBD2 port, which you can only really read anything through Cummins software, but if you pair that with a Quadzilla, it doesn't use any of that. It just uses the data link and the map sensor and stuff like that. So they are sending us out 2 engine harnesses because we are also doing a ton of work on the F700 trying to get ready for Alberta Diesel Day in Canada.
Yes.
So it is official. Both of our trucks, the General Lee and the F700, are getting shipped up to Canada. Hopefully with all these parts installed. We have started on the F700 wiring. So the F700 will be getting a painless kit, a DCS harness kit, steering components, little upgrades here and there.
New wheel and tire setup, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so I was talking about our steering column and steering wheel setup. This is new steering wheel I got. This is the same one we've run in a couple of our trucks. I think it's just a good, classy wheel. I like it. If you don't, get bent. Just can't go wrong with this one.
Oh yeah.
Nice, classy, feels good. Doesn't feel cheap or anything like that.
Do a little Brown Brothers logo
It's got
right
the
there.
Chevy in the logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, makes you money. Yep, so we got a bunch more parts coming in. I think this is about the gist of the build. And maybe we'll go more into actually like unboxing some of this stuff. But I mean, I cannot.
What's this?
That is my steering column.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like those. I got a bunch of stuff like this. This is for heim joints for steering shaft. We got all the fun stuff. So I mean, this parts pile is getting big, and
You need to start installing. Quit showing.
I
Say
know.
no show and tell.
yeah, this is cool. It's like Christmas, but we got to start installing these parts. But that's why we're getting started on the firewall. We're waiting for the engine block to come back so we can start to put together the engine. We're waiting on our ARP hardware for the bottom end, main caps, connecting rod bolts, 625 head studs. But I mean, as soon as we get a few of these key parts, it's gonna
Start snowballing.
It's going to start going pretty quick. I think let's go check out the F700 because we're doing something different. We're changing the look of the truck. I don't like changing looks very often, but you might be wondering, hey Andrew, why do you have steels on your Viking? Well, it's not for no reason. We're doing a little swapping around, trying out a different setup.
Yeah, the horns got me.
Old Clyde T, watch out. We test fit my setup. 22 supers up front, 22 in the rear, some 35 1550s, and 35 1350s in the back. No, 1250s, sorry.
Dude, it looks good.
It looks really good.
It doesn't look as, I'll say it, rat roddy. It doesn't look as aggressive.
Looks a little more classy. The big problem we had is this front end is not as wide as the Viking. So in my mind, I'm like, hey, the super singles, they'll poke out too much. It won't look very good. The wheels are turned right now. But what we did is you said, hey, let's try this out. Let's pull the dually spacer off, the factory dually spacer off, put a 2-inch spacer on to bring everything in, and then put the supers on, and it looks so good. So Buy Truck Wheels is where we get all of our wheels from. They will be sending us out a set of 22, there'll be the 22 5s, we'll have to get those cut down, and some 22 rears, and we will be doing this same setup on the F700. So this truck's getting a whole new look. I love it, I'm obsessed with it, and excited to work with Buy Truck Wheels on that. And there might be
working on something special with them.
Might be
maybe.
working on a wheel setup for you guys doing this, because a lot of people don't know what these wheels are. They don't know how to get them. They don't know how to get them milled or where to get them milled. And I don't want people out there in their driveway trying to mill their own wheels. It's sketchy. So
Or taking them to someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
exactly. So we will be working with Buy Truck Wheels on potentially offering something to you guys on your builds. So stay tuned for that. I mean, I guess unless they really know the truck, but I mean, there's no wiring. And this is
Like it's
almost how it will look once we're done with it. this truck needs a lot of cleaning. And it does need our signature V-Jam clamps instead of the old boots.
And shock towers.
Yeah.
Might be doing some custom, might be doing something there.
There's a lot of things in the works that we're going to be offering you guys. So,
Need to get nautical polishing over here. And
yeah, we got to clean a lot of stuff up. We have so much work to do in a little bit amount of time in order to make it to Alberta Diesel Day in Canada. But man, we are so excited, and we cannot thank our sponsors enough for allowing us to do this. And we're almost at the point where we're going to start giving you guys full info on products like this standalone harness, because a lot of people just don't know where to get a standalone engine harness for a 24 valve Cummins. You can pick up second gen so cheap. They're becoming the easiest thing to build on the market. And for you to take that out, strip all the wiring on it, and just clip on a standalone harness makes building and hot rodding so easy. Same with those painless wiring harness kits. You know, a lot of the stuff we use. So we'll be getting into more of that here in the future.
Is there room on the Semi for old Bluey over there to get a little ride to Canada?
This one's the 59, right?
Yeah, 59.
I always get the 700 and the 100. You know, they're both the same truck. No, this is not going to Canada because
Bam! Look at that thing.
still stock. 3 on the tree, inline 6,
No blow by.
all the blow by. Yeah, this truck would be fun to put around up there, but
This thing is so
I think
sick.
we need to.
We
gotta-
haven't even said what we're doing to this. We'll just keep that a secret for another day. Actually, drop in the comments below what you would do to this truck. What chassis, what engine, what powertrain, whatever. What would you do to this?
Common rail, 5.9 or 6.7, 48 full manual valve body.
Bro, if one person says freaking
Put 12
4BT or whatever it is, I'm gonna lose it.
No, this truck needs, I think a good 600 horsepower, and this thing would just be a rocket ship. It'd be so fun.
All right, burnout
Nothing
wars,
crazy.
reach out to us.
Drop in the comments what we should do with this truck. We already used our Poppy's Patina clear. We sprayed it on. It looks so awesome, but it doesn't drive so awesome. So we're torn. We don't know what to do with it. Drop in the comments. I wish I had a cooler video for you guys on working with the truck, but we're getting there. We're waiting on a couple parts, waiting on the engine. Let us know if you want to see the engine building process or more of the truck building process. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Go down and pick yourselves up some merchandise. We're starting to offer some more parts on our website, a lot of the products that we're using. So that'll take a little bit of time, but so anyways, guys, if you guys are finding yourselves over at DCS, over at Fast, PAI, any of those big name parts, Valair, just let them know, hey, Brown Bros sent you, and send us what you're building. We really want to see who's inspired you, what's inspired you, what you're turning a wrench on. We love all of it. We're super interested in you guys and what you're doing, but we'll see you in the next one. We got to get to work.